15 unusual buildings you won't believe. Number 15. Cubic Houses, Netherlands. So while you're in the Netherlands to enjoy the tulips and whatnot, consider checking out this strange building complex. Built in Rotterdam, the idea behind this concept was to add more living space on the roofs of the buildings. Each cube is tilted at a 45-degree angle. Looking at the cube houses from beneath might seem kinda trippy. Number 14. Lotus Temple, India. Renowned for its beautiful symmetrical architecture and striking white glow, this building in India was completed in 1986. The lotus flower is considered to be quite sacred, and this building takes its form rather well. The lush green landscape around it makes it a gathering point for many tourists. This is one of the last major Baha'i temples built in the world. The 9 reflecting pools around it allow it to give off a glass-like appearance in the water. Number 13. Mind House. Located in Barcelona, Spain, at Park Kugel, the Mind House might make you think your mind is playing tricks on you. Is it really a life-size gingerbread house, or what's going on? It's decorated with beautiful statues nearby and is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The unique shape of the house has made it somewhat of a symbol of the Catalonian region. Number 12. Stone House, Portugal. If you come visit this stone house located in Portugal, you might be expecting Fred Flintstone or a troll to walk out at any moment. However, this stone rock house does have modern human residents. It does fit in pretty well into the local habitat and might be a little hard to find if you're not looking for it. The current owner is quite surprised by its popularity and how many random people will show up outside his house. For security reasons, he's reinforced it with bulletproof windows and steel doors, just in case someone else decides they want to live here too. It's been home to robbery attempts, and the eco-friendly house is powered by wind turbines. Number 11. The Atomium Bristles. This strange building was built in Brussels, Belgium for an expo in 1958, but the residents decided they liked it so much that they decided to keep it. Standing 335 feet tall, it's bigger than it might appear in photos and is made of stainless steel. This structure shows the unit cell of an iron crystal, but magnified at 165 billion times. CNN actually called it Europe's strangest building. Some companies trying to use the images of the copyrighted building were actually sued. When this building was being renovated, large pieces of it went on auction and sold for about €1,000. Today it's used for gatherings like concerts and other spectacles. Elevators can be used to get to the top and get a nice view of Belgium's capital. Number 10. Basket Building. A company in Ohio who makes handcrafted maple wood baskets and other wooden products decided to go with this cool design for their headquarters. No false advertisement here, folks. What you see is what you get. Baskets are their specialty. Unfortunately, this design didn't work too well in the long run, and no one wanted to buy it after it went into foreclosure. They couldn't make the sale even after lowering the price down from $7.5 million to $5 million. Number 9. Eden Project, United Kingdom. Possibly the largest and strangest greenhouse in the United Kingdom, the Eden Project is home to thousands of different plants collected from all over the world. If you don't have the pounds to travel to the UK, feel free to explore it on Google Earth, where it's quite detailed. It took 2.5 years to construct and consists of biodomes, which almost make it look like some kind of extraterrestrial settlement on Earth or something. Since it's open to the public in 2005, it's been home to many exhibits to help learn more about the environment and also concerts. Number 8. Bibliotheca Alexandrina. The ancient library of Alexandria was one of the most significant places in the ancient world and created by the Ptolemaic Dynasty, who came after Alexander the Great. Some believe it was destroyed by the Muslim conquest of Egypt in 1642. However, a new one has been built, and although it might not contain secrets of the ancient world like the original one did, it's still a pretty impressive structure. Books that are stored here contain languages such as Arabic, English, and French, and is big enough to store 8 million books total. It covers 20,000 square meters and a 32-meter high glass panel roof. Number 7. The Kugel, Moogle, Austria. This building, found in Vienna, has a pretty weird name to it to match with its strange design and concept. Disputes between Austrian authorities and the artist actually make this strange building its own country. The nation has a population of 650 non-residents and has its own flag and even its own official seal. It's mostly just a tourist attraction, but is officially its own micronation. Number 6. Capitol Gate, Abu Dhabi. Possibly one of the strangest towers out there, the Capitol Gate in Dubai has a Guinness World Record for the furthest leaning tower, surpassing the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It stands 520 feet high and somehow manages not to tip over. It uses a 7-foot deep concrete base with a dense mesh of reinforced steel to keep it up. And due to this design, every hotel room in this strange building has a unique layout. It took 5 years to build and is quickly becoming one of Abu Dhabi's most recognizable landmarks. Number 5. Ufo Cathedral. Just outside of Paris, you'll find an unorthodox cathedral that might surprise you. While France might be known for some of its beautiful Gothic cathedrals, this one certainly is much more modern. The architecture of this religious structure replicates a flying saucer that just crashed into the ground. Known as the Cathedral of Créteil, it's been gaining popularity among tourists in recent years because it's something just a little bit different than most things you'd expect to see while in France. Number 4. Palais Edl. Located in southeastern France, the Palais Edl was created by Ferdinand Cheval, the postman of the city in Haute-Rive. Although he had a few great works, this one is most well known. Each day, working as a postman, he'd collect a few stones. After time went by, he had quite a few and built this ideal palace. He actually wanted to be buried here, but since it wasn't located within the designated burial grounds, his wish was never granted. The palace is built from inspiration of Hindu and Christian architecture. The materials he used included cement, lime, and whichever stones he came across. The mausoleum he constructed at Haute-Rive Cemetery looks quite similar, but not as large. Number 3. Ontario College and Art Design. The large tabletop design you see here almost looks like it's about to topple over any minute now. This sits about 75 feet above ground and received an award of excellence by Toronto Architecture and Urban Design Awards. This award is only given to the best of the best architects in the city of Toronto. It adds an obvious modern twist to the old Victorian landscape. The 12 colored legs make this large table quite unique and very strange. Number 2. White Temple, Thailand. Also known as Wat Rong Kun by locals, the tourists prefer to call it the White Temple since it's easier. This art exhibit takes the form of a Buddhist temple. The design is quite intricate and portrays a massive amount of detail. The temple was damaged by an earthquake in 2014 and has been closed for a long period of time. Many had believed that the building was not repairable, but after being closely inspected by an engineering team, they decided to give it a shot. It was partially restored, but it's not expected to be completely finished until 2070. Tourists can still take photos outside, but no photos are allowed inside. Number 1. Device to root out evil. It looks like an architect might have been holding the blueprints upside down or something. This is actually an art project that some found discriminatory to Christians since the temple is sitting upside down. The 25-foot art installation was actually well liked by many, and just supposed to represent a little bit of terror, humor, and nothing anti-Christian. It was removed from its original location at a university and put in a public park.